Your muscle building coach Lee Hayward here, and in this video clip I'm going to show you how to make a delicious high protein chocolate coffee flavored muffin. And this one's really quick and easy. All we got to do is mix everything up in a large cup, microwave it for a minute, and voila, you've got yourself a delicious healthy snack. So what we're going to use, again, you need to get a large mug. This one is big enough, biggest mug you have in the house basically, because you want to mix this stuff up, this muffin, and allow it to rise up without actually spilling over the edge of the mug. So we're going to use a little bit of Pam spray and just grease up the inside of that mug, like so. Now if you don't have Pam spray or you don't want to use it or whatever, you can use oil as well. Probably just take some oil on a paper towel or something and rub the inside of the mug to get it slippery so that the muffin mix will not stick. We're going to use 1 egg. Crack that egg right into the cup. Just put that aside. We're going to use 1 scoop of chocolate protein powder. Oops. And I'm using Iso Smooth chocolate protein, but any flavor or any brand of chocolate protein you have on hand will work. You can try different flavors. I know some people say, well, what if I don't have chocolate? What if I have vanilla or whatever? Hey, try it. See if it works. Worst thing that can happen is you'll make a treat for the dog. So actually I'm going to do 1.5 scoops, a little tiny bit more protein. So shoot for approximately 30 grams of protein powder. Okay, so we got that. Going to put in a packet of stevia just to make this a little tiny bit sweeter. Stevia is a nice natural sweetener. That's kind of optional, but I find it really adds to the muffin when it has a little bit of sweetness. Just lay that to the side. And I'm going to use some natural peanut butter. This is sticking to the lid there. There we go. So a couple spoonfuls of natural peanut butter. Just mix that in there. You can be generous with the peanut butter because that's kind of what's going to make this mix in consistency. There we go. And one final ingredient, we need a little bit of liquid with this in order to help mix it up. Now, I actually made a video like this a while back and I used water, but a little trick that I've just experimented with and it adds a lot of flavor is instead of water, add some coffee. So just, I mean, not a whole lot, just a little splash of coffee, enough to kind of like cover the whole, there we go, just to cover the whole top of the mixture in the mug, and that'll give it enough liquid that you can mix it up, and it's going to give it a nice chocolate coffee flavor to our muffin, and it tastes really good. So now we're just going to stir that right up like so. I've got the muffin mix all stirred up so it's nice and consistent. So you can see it's just a chocolatey batter that we have here in the cup. Nice, smooth, consistent. And that's it. You just want to keep stirring it, keep beating it around the mug until you have this nice, smooth texture. So what I'm going to do now is just microwave this for about 1 minute, and I want to emphasize being conservative with the heat. If your microwave is particularly strong, like when you're cooking things or heating up things, you find that it's really strong, you probably have to be a bit conservative, then do so. I mean, maybe even go 45 seconds. You don't want to overcook this, because if you overcook it, it gets rubbery and it just doesn't have a nice texture. I'd rather be a little tiny bit on the undercooked side, where it's a little bit more moist and actually has a nice texture rather than overheated and rubbery and chewy. So I'm going to go, I've done this several times so I know I can go 1 minute. There we go. So that will rise up in the mug. Probably won't be able to see it on the video of course, but that muffin mix will actually rise up above the top of the mug, and then as it cools it'll come back down a little bit, but it'll be a nice chunk of muffin mix that you just lay on a plate and then slice into about 3 muffins. Alright, our muffin is done. And it's looking good. So what I want to do now is just take a knife and cut in along the edge of the muffin, kind of loosen it up in the cup. There we go. And it's okay if it's actually a little tiny bit moist along the side, because like I said before, if it's moist, then typically, there we go. So now I'm just going to tip that, it's a little bit hot on its side. There we go. So slice that up. It's really hot here. I got chocolate on my fingers, but that's okay. So basically you have like 3 muffins. Now obviously the shape of my mug is not perfectly round or not perfectly the same all the way, so I have a small, medium, and a large based on the angle of the cup, but still we have 3 muffins. If you want, you can top them with some like a fruit spread or maybe some whipped cream, or you can just eat them like they are. Like I say, it has a chocolate coffee flavor, and most of the calories are coming from protein. Protein powder, egg, natural peanut butter. So I mean, it's a very high protein, a low carb, and it tastes like a dessert treat. So this can help satisfy your sweet tooth without getting into the sugar and the sweets and high carb foods. So give this one a try. Leave me a comment below, let me know how you like it. And if you want to stay up to date with all my videos, make sure to subscribe to the video channel, because I'm always adding new nutrition videos like this, new exercise videos in the gym, and you're bound to get some tips and tricks that you've never heard before. So make sure to, yeah.
I was going to do a retake, but why bother? I mean, you've already heard me say this stuff a bunch of times, so just make sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date with all my latest videos. And don't forget to download my free bodybuilding quick start kit. The link to the download is right in the video description below.